everyone, my name is Amelia Legare and I'm the owner here at the Ozone. This is a business I just opened here in Red Hook about 6 months ago and I'm really excited to be sharing it with you. Thank you so much for inviting me to be a part of the Hardscrabble event today. So the Ozone here is a zero waste sustainability center that I just opened. And it's a place where you can come and refill all of your bulk items that you need for your home, such as household cleaning products, laundry detergents, dish soaps, and personal care items. We're located right here on Pitcher Lane on the beautiful Gregg farmland, which you can see all around us. We have like this beautiful productive farmlands. And we're right next to Granda Flora Garden Center. Going off of what we were talking about in earlier discussions about composting and recycling initiatives, I wanted to share with you all what we're doing here at the Ozone. So we have a lot of recycling. We are partnered with TerraCycle, and we do a lot of pickup for different TerraCycle programs, which I will share with you in a second. And I also am doing a lot of composting. So I wanted to show you what we're doing here. We have a community compost CSA program that we offer. We have two different options for that. We're doing residential pickup service as well as commercial pickup. So every week on Mondays, I'm going around within a 10-mile radius and picking up compost, some food scraps for both businesses such as Nourish Juice Bar, and you'll find right in town, as well as condo complexes, apartment buildings, and any residential home where the residents aren't able to compost themselves. So we do that on Mondays, and we also offer a drop-off service. So people in the area, residents, we have almost 24 residents in the area who are dropping off their food scraps here. So you'll see the sign where we do compost drop-off. And residents come here whenever they're running their usual errands throughout town, and they bring their buckets. We have these 5-gallon pails, and they drop them off in the containers that we have along the side of the building here. And every Monday after we do the collections in the area, as well as collect the bins from the drop-off, we take it to the Ulster County Resource Recovery Agency in Kingston, in which we're partnered with, and they're the ones that are processing the compost, so that in the spring of 2021, all of the CSA members of the compost program receive compost back for their homes. So it's a really fun way of getting involved. You get a little compost back for your garden, and you're really doing something wonderful. Food scraps, 40% of all food is wasted in the United States. And when when food scraps end up in the landfill, they produce methane gas, which is 40 times more potent than carbon dioxide. So we really want to try to keep all the food scraps out of the landfill as best we can. And this is a way to get people and to allow people to compost more than perhaps they were able to otherwise. So with that being said, I wanted to share with you a little bit about our composting that we're doing. I'll take you inside and I'll show you a little bit about the recycling, the TerraCycle programs that we have. We do a lot of collection with that. And then I'll show you a little bit about the shop. And then I thought I would demonstrate to you how to make your own deodorant. So come with me inside. And we're in this really old, beautiful barn, which is that Norman Gregg, the owner, he made this whole storefront for me and the business. So I'm really grateful to him for the work he did and to allow me to start this business here. So once you come inside, when you enter, there's quite a few TerraCycle collection boxes here. So here we're doing a lot of e-waste collection. I'm taking the electronic waste, laptops, cell phones, ink cartridges, and I'm bringing this. I can send it to TerraCycle, but the Ulster County Resource Recovery Agency also takes e-waste every Saturday. And you don't have to be from Ulster County to drop it off at the Ulster County Resource Recovery. So I'm collecting e-waste. If it's easier for people to bring it here, I will transport it. We also offer preserved toothbrushes. These are toothbrushes that I offer for sale. They're made out of 100% recycled yogurt cups. So when you're finished using this, I collect them and send them back to preserve, and they recycle them again. We do an all-in-one zero waste box through TerraCycle. That's the TerraCycle logo. And in this box, you'll see things that are not recyclable otherwise. Tape dispensers, let's see, there's like toothpaste tubes, wrappers, toothpaste tubes. So this is like an all-in-one waste that we can use to collect a lot of non-recyclable items. We also do, these are free, the Gillette razor recycling. So in here we have all of the single-use razor blades that would otherwise be in the landfill. It's non-brand specific, so we can collect Gillette, Venus razors, any single-use razor can go into that box. We do another TerraCycle program. This is the RB Health and Nutrition recycling program. And this is all different types of medicine, vitamins, minerals, supplement packaging for cough, cold, flu, sore throat, and things like that. And then again, we also have a box for plastic film recycling, which we can also take to Hannaford, and they do a plastic film as long as it's clean and dry. So that's a little bit about the recycling. We also are doing for batteries, a battery box, which is something that I do pay for recycling, it's all donation based at this point. And there's a few others that we do. These are just the ones that I have out are the most popular, but there are some others that you can find on our website, as well as come in and I can tell you more about that. So moving on in, you can see the store itself. We have the bulk refills area, and the idea behind the bulk refill area is that you can come in with the plastic containers that you've been using for your dish soap, your laundry soap, your hand soap prior, and you can just reuse them. And you can just fill the same container. A lot of the laundry detergent containers that you find in the store are really heavy duty plastic. So they're containers that can be used probably for your entire life. So we might as well take advantage of those nice big heavy duty containers and refill them.
Hi.
So, hi there. So then you'll see in the store there's a lot of options for non-plastic goods. How are you? So we have alternatives to things like deodorant, and these are like deodorant sticks. They're in cardboard containers. There are alternatives to toothbrushes like I showed you, such as these bamboo toothbrushes that are plant-based. And then you can make a lot of your own things. So we offer lots of bases. We have like a coconut oil base. We have zero waste makeup options. You can make your own face scrubs. So you can kind of see an idea. There's a lot of food packaging and things that aren't plastic, and things that you can wrap your food in, such as bees wraps. These are made out of beeswax. So I thought, now that you've been introduced to the store, I'd show you a bit about how to make deodorant. So I've set up a little table here, and I have a little recipe that I've been using. And this is, I just made this batch earlier. So to prevent it from separating, I just give a little stir. And this will eventually harden and become a nice cream, a deodorant cream, which you'll apply just like regular deodorant, but with your hand like a lotion to your underarms. So I'm gonna make a recipe of deodorant, and I'm just gonna make 2 ounces of it for a little 2-ounce container. So for this recipe, I use 4 ingredients, that's it. There's nothing, no extra preservatives, it's all au naturel. So I use coconut oil, shea butter, or in this case I'm using cocoa butter. Sorry, there's 2 recipes, but I'm using cocoa butter for this recipe, arrowroot powder, and baking soda. And then you can have the choice of adding essential oils if you would like at the end. So I start with adding the dry ingredients to a bowl. So I'm gonna add 1.5 tablespoons of I'm gonna add, sorry, for the arrowroot powder, 2.5 tablespoons of the arrowroot powder. So take this, and I'm gonna add it right into this little bowl. And you don't have to be that perfect, I'm not a perfect measure, but 2.5 of the arrowroot. And then I will be adding 1 tablespoon of baking soda. So I put that in here. Let me just add a nice little tablespoon of baking soda. I'll give this a little stir together. Then I'm going to heat up on this little conduction oven, hot plate, I'm going to heat up the coconut oil and the cocoa butter. So for the coconut oil, I'm going to add 1.5 tablespoons of coconut butter. Put this right in here. And we'll add a little bit more here. And then we'll add the same amount of the shea butter. So for this, I'm just gonna estimate. It's another 1.5 tablespoons, but I can just eyeball it a little bit too. And I will share this recipe with anyone who would like to come in. So we'll melt down this together, and it takes a very short amount of time. And you want to do it on low heat. Using a double boiler would probably be the best, but if you're really attentive to it, it works just fine. So we'll melt this down. So it's pretty amazing to think that you can make a deodorant, and I wear it all the time. I have a gardening business, and so I'm always really active, and I use this deodorant every day, and it really works well for me. Of course, everyone has different needs, but as I would say it's a pretty effective deodorant for basic deodorant blend. And so you can see it's melting down nicely. And you're more than welcome to watch. I'm doing a deodorant demo for the Hardscrabble Day today. So we're about there. And see, we're pretty good. So once we have that all melted down, then we just blend the two. So we'll take this melted oil and we'll blend it in and mix it up with the arrowroot powder and the baking soda. So as I mentioned at first, shea butter is an alternative to the cocoa butter. You can use either. I just have the cocoa butter. I have quite a bit of it, so I've been making it with cocoa butter. And then you just blend it together and make sure it doesn't have any clumps. And get that nice and smooth. And it'll be liquidy at first, but the properties of the coconut oil and the cocoa butter is that when they are at room temperature or a little chilly, they solidify and become hard. So just, when they melt down, they're liquid, but when they harden up, they become solid. So there we go. We have a pretty good blend there. And we will add it into this little jar. And there we have it. And then what we do is we take this and we just let it harden. We let it sit and cool to room temperature. And to make that go faster, you can add it right into the refrigerator, and it'll harden faster. So this one was an unscented. The cocoa butter alone has quite a bit of a nice cocoa smell to it, but a lot of people like to add lavender, tea tree, or bergamot scents to their deodorant, so that's always an option. So something like this deodorant, we can do, that's something I can do for you, and people call and say, hey, I'm running low on my deodorant. Could you prepare me a deodorant before I come in? So that it's something that we can do, and you can just grab it and go. So it's just as convenient as if you were to go to another store. I try to make it as convenient and as possible for everyone. So the same thing goes, we have a toothpaste recipe. This is a peppermint toothpaste, but I also do any essential oils that you'd like, and it comes out really nice, just like a regular toothpaste, just a little less sweet than maybe some people are used to. We have shampoo. You do a shampoo blend and a conditioner base, and then people blend all their own recommended, elements to it. I have instructions here for hair care, so people can see the different additives that they are beneficial depending on their hair types. And I also have for skin care some recommendations for your skin types. So depending on what's best for your skin, you can blend your own shampoo, conditioner, and lotions to suit your needs. As I had mentioned before, I made a nice facial scrub. So this one in particular is clay, and it's oatmeal and local lavender that was harvested just this year. And you take this dry blend and you add it with a little Castile soap, and you have a lathery face scrub that's really gentle on your skin. And you can also do something like make a sea salt body scrub. This is Epsom salt and sea salt with some lemon balm and frankincense essential oil, which are both really great and anti-inflammatory. So that's a little bit about the DIY areas of the bulk refill store. I will share with you a lot of the upcoming events that we're doing. So as you see over in this part of the store, we have a learning center, which because of COVID, obviously, we haven't been able to utilize indoors as much, but we are hosting several small, physically distant workshops and gatherings outside. As we have this, we're lucky enough to have this amazing outdoor space. So all of the events, upcoming events, are found on our website, on the calendar. But I will share with you, we do have a beginner's yoga series, which just started this morning. We're doing fresh air yoga flow, which goes on Sunday mornings. We do sunset farm yoga each Thursday at 6:30. And then we have a lot of other events such as vision training for life. We're doing sustainability classes for kids, cooking classes, and other events and workshops that people in the community have reached out to me, such as art classes and how to create a podcast and things like that. So any ideas that anyone has in the community, please come and bring them to the table, because I would love to collaborate and offer any sort of educational workshop or event that would be fun for us all. So to end this, maybe we'll go out to the herb garden, and I'll show you the herb garden that we started this spring. And because of the amazing soil here on Greg Farm, I didn't really have to do much, and it exploded, and it's pretty beautiful. So this is my sister Tessa. Hi. And above her are recently harvested bundles of herbs from the herb garden that I just harvested last evening, what we're gonna dry. But I'll show you just the herb garden in general. And this weekend, and any weekend really, if you'd like to come and pick any medicinal or culinary herbs, you can come and help yourself to the many different plants we have. We have quite a collection. And this is just year one, so hopefully by next year it'll grow and develop even more. I'm hoping to put an outdoor classroom out here so that next year when we have events and workshops, we'll be able to have a nice outdoor area for sitting and having some sunshade, but still being able to be outside. So here we grow. Green onions and mint. We have some lavender and rosemary, which has done really well. This is a really beautiful mint. This is pineapple mint. And the pollinators really love this plant. And as well as borage. This is borage, which is beautiful purple flowers. Over here we have quite a bit of the culinary herbs. This is phyllanthus, which I'm still learning about myself. I'm not so familiar with that one as much, but we have these beautiful sage that went crazy this year. Sage, thyme, oregano, parsley. So, and then we have echinacea and holy basil, tulsi, that has been doing really well out here this season too. So come on by the Ozone. It's been really great. I love you, Red Hook, and I will see you all soon.